Alright, what's up everybody? Welcome to my channel, and this is going to be the first part of a, not sure how long of a series it's going to be, but if you do want to see more, go ahead and subscribe. So, let's begin. This is a turbo kit that I got off newcelica.org, and it has everything that I need except a few things, which I'll go over once we get over to this section over here. So let's go ahead and begin with the exhaust part. 3-inch all the way back because it's a turbo, so that's what we need. Downpipe, exhaust, high flow cat. I have to buy the muffler. That's the only thing missing in this little area right here. So muffler. And then we get over here to the intercooler, which looks pretty cool. It's a lot smaller than I thought it would be, but it's alright because the Celica doesn't have a lot of room anyways. So here's everything that you need for the intercooler, and then all that goes into the intake manifold. The engine is what makes us gives us some cold air right here, so the turbo, because the turbo's hot. And over here, this section is just your little tiny stuff that you have to put into. This is all the connecting pieces pretty much, along with those hoses are right in there. And then some little nuts and bolts over in here in this little tiny box that I set aside. And then only thing missing that the guy forgot to give me, or I'm not sure if he forgot or if he told me that it was ruined. I don't know. I forget that whole part. But only thing missing is the oil return line. This is the oil feed line. I'm just missing the one that goes back into the oil pan. So I have to buy that. I'll just buy a universal one and fix it up because the distance isn't that far from the oil pan where the turbo would be. Just some connectors. Not a big deal. Plug and play harness. The guy just threw in for free because that's like $100 or maybe a little bit more, just to make your ease of installation a little easier. And here's the whole part of the video, or the whole thing that actually makes all that stuff worth something, is the turbocharger. As you can see, it's right here. It's a little heavier than I thought it would be, and this is a small one, so I can't imagine how heavy the big ones are. There's your wastegate right there. The turbocharger, we'll flip it around. As you can see, it's not a huge one, and then the header's right there. So you can see it is used. It is a used kit, but he only used it for 3,000 miles. So that's actually not a bad deal. It's like an oil change pretty much. So I'm alright with that. I do have to replace some bolts on here just to make sure nothing's going to fall apart while I'm driving down the highway or something like that. But yeah, as you can see, it's a small turbo. I mean, you don't need a whole lot for these engines unless you're going for huge power, but I'm not doing any of that yet. Just more connector stuff. You guys can see the light. Basement light's horrible, but it's alright. We'll work with it. Then the fuel ignition controller. Just throw that on top of the ECU and you'll be good to go. Turbo, and that's pretty much it. So what I'm going to be doing is a long continuous series until this thing is 100% done. So if you guys do want to stick around and see all that, please subscribe to my channel and leave a comment below saying how excited you are, or if you have any tips or anything that could probably make my installation thing a little bit easier. I'm not sure if I said this already, but I am doing it myself. I'm getting a few friends to help me out, and I need a few jacks, and I have all the tools, so I'm not really worried about not needing or not having the correct tools. One thing I do know is lots of DW40 to get the stock parts off. But yeah, pretty much, just to run down on my car real quick, is it's all stock except for like the intake, but we all know, as aftermarket intake, but we all know that it really doesn't do anything. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I will be seeing you soon in December once all this stuff is gonna start going in, and I'll be filming all of it, of course. So see you guys around.